Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here in the back room of Norman's Rare Guitars. Welcome back to an all-new, shiny, sparkling week of Guitar of the Day.
Woo woo!
Oh, we're back. Norm's back. The boys are back from Dallas. Ship should be landing tomorrow with all of the new wares and such. There's some good stuff in there.
It's a lot of guitars.
It's a lot, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. My only fear being we move some of this stuff before I get a chance to show you guys some of this stuff, but there's some incredible things coming. Very, very excited. There's going to be some good Guitar of the Day coming up for the next couple of weeks here at least. Let's see what else. Game 1, World Series tonight. The LA Dodgers and the Houston Astros. It was supposed to be LA and Cleveland, but since Cleveland threw that series away, it doesn't make me feel bad about rooting for the hometown boys here. So go Dodgers.
Woo woo!
Dodger blue. Yeah, it's also it's a breezy 104 degrees today here in Los Angeles, which is going to make it the hottest World Series game of all time. Plus on the field, you got to figure on the field it's got to be at least 10 degrees warmer. You got like 40,000 people mouth breathing hot air into the atmosphere. That's going to be tough, man. But it's baseball. They're just mostly standing around, so I don't feel too bad for those guys. They also get paid really well. They'll be fine. Oh, it's the return of Tele Tuesday. I promised you there'd be Telecasters. This one will not disappoint you. Come on back and check this thing out. Oh, this is from 1956. We have an original Fender Telecaster, white blonde with the maple neck. That's a piece of ash right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that body.
I love it.
Look at the grain. Oh boy. Okay, so let's talk Telecasters. We haven't had an old one in a while. So let's just talk history here. Telecaster originally starts off as a guitar named the Broadcaster, which started late 49, but really didn't start shipping until 1950. We all know they got sued over the name Broadcaster. Gretsch already owned that. So Leo being the guy that Leo was, instead of doing something different or whatever, they just took the decals and snipped off the Broadcaster part. So it just said Fender. Those are what we call the no-casters because there's no name on there. By 52, it was renamed the Telecaster. And for 52, 53, and 54, it's still going to be available in that butterscotch blonde finish with the black pickguard, or what we call the black guards. Once you get into 1955, you start to get the second version of the Telecaster, which is going to be the white blonde finish, still translucent, with the single ply white pickguard. The other thing that kind of changes, let's take the cover off. The other thing that changes when you go to the white guards, the original black guard Telecasters have what we call the flat pole piece pickup, where all of these poles are flat. If you look at this, you see we have the raised poles here on the or on the D and G strings, or what we call the stagger pole piece pickup. So this is the second generation Telecaster, second generation pickup. One of the other changes you'll see, although this does, on the end of the black guards, you'll start to see the steel saddles instead of the brass. Still 3-barrel saddle bridge. Other than that, they really didn't change much. Other than the neck profiles, this is a 56, so this does kind of have that V contour to it. You will feel it come to a point, kind of hit you, hopefully in the right spot. Some guys don't like V-necks. Some people really love V-necks. Really depends on where that V hits you. We still got the 6-in-line Kluson Deluxe tuners. And then this is really clean. And you might say, well, I see some edge wear on that. This is really clean for one of these. That's not that much wear on one of these maple boards. This is, although we got some down here towards the end as well. But pretty clean overall. Original finish, original frets on this guitar. Guitar has had one small modification, but it's nothing major. Up here in this position, you normally have the neck pickup with the what we call the dark circuit on it, which comes absolutely no high end come through. That has been modified to open up that pickup, so now that position is way more usable on the guitar than in the middle with the both and then the bridge on its own. But yeah, ash bodies. The ash bodies are going to go through 56. Once you get into 57, Fender makes the transition into the alder bodies. So this is still what everybody likes. The finish on these guitars, I don't know. You're seeing this in sparkling. Is it 10p or 80p? I know it's not 1080p.
It's one.
It might be 10p, but yeah, zoom in there.
1080p.
It's not like new guitar finishes, man. It's like a piece of furniture or something. Like this finish just really just gracefully adorns the surface of this instrument. And that's about it. It's not like caked on polyurethane dipped in a vat of polyester finish. This is so thin. I mean, look at that grain. It's such a pretty guitar. That piece of ash is really, really spectacular. Oh, I can't wait to plug it in. I love doing these guitars. They're really some of my favorites. I love a black guard, but these early white guards are nothing to scoff at. They are just as killer, just a little different, you know. That stagger pull's a little different than the flat pull, but still killer guitars. Let's go plug this guy in. Let's have some fun on a Telly Tuesday. All right, we're up front. We have the 1956 Fender Telecaster, original white blonde on ash body with the maple neck. We are back into the 410 Hot Rod DeVille today, all EQs, right there at noon. Just a little bit of reverb. We got some drive, we got some clean. Let's hear that neck pickup minus the dark circuit clean here. Moving on into the middle position, we got a combination of those two pickups together. Let's throw a little drive on it here. See how this thing honks. So let's go down to that bridge pickup all by itself. See how this thing honks with a little country western. Still early in the week, kids, but there you have it from 1956. Original Fender Telecaster, ash body with the white blonde finish. Maple neck, stagger pull pickup in the back, dark circuit removed from the neck pickup. But man, it's a killer guitar. There's your Tally Tuesday for this week. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Agnesi. Follow the store at Norman's Rare Guitars. And check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. Please do come back tomorrow for another episode of Guitar of the Day. I've got something very, very special. And it's blonde. Rad. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.